Hello. Welcome back. It's so good to see you. So today we are going to be doing a diamond painting with real diamonds. But this is actually a Christmas card. A few weeks ago I showed a kit that I got for my birthday with a bunch of different Christmas cards. Before we get into the video, I do want to mention that the windows are open because it's freezing outside and I love it. So there may be some background noises. I hope that doesn't bother you too much. But it just feels so good outside. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a diamond painting. And I showed you a bunch of the cards a few weeks ago. Let me show you the ones that I have completed so far. This one, it's probably my favorite. Now, it's not very diamond-y, is it? It's still very pretty, and I love the texture. This is probably my favorite one so far. So, yeah, I just absolutely love snowmen. So there's that one. And then we have this one. It's Rudolph. And look, even his antlers are decorated. It says Merry Christmas. And then this one, it's Santa and a little bitty snowman and Rudolph. And like you can see his big sack of toys. And this says Merry Christmas. Now see, these are quite small. Not a lot of diamonds. I thought that diamond paintings would sparkle more, but these don't really. But it's still cool. I really like it. These are smaller, and they took me about an hour and a half to do. My goodness. And this one, oh my gosh, it took me 3.5 hours to do. I mean, granted, I did have to stop and do other things just because, you know, busy. But it took about 3.5 hours to do. Like, it takes a long time. So I'm thinking this video might be quite long. Let me set this over here. I did find one that looks simple, but look at all these little dots. This could take some time. So if it starts to take too long, I'll pause the video, finish it, and then show you the finished results. Yeah. So I have this little case here, and I have another case here. And let me go ahead and open these because we're going to need to have access to all of the diamonds, right? Look at the pretty colors. Gorgeous. Now, I labeled them. I don't know if you can see the numbers, but all of the diamonds have specific numbers, and they go on the numbers here on the picture. But there were 40 different diamonds, and I didn't have 40 different spaces, so I had to make my own. This is a big space, and I just made little containers out of foil paper and divided it. I didn't know what else to do because I didn't have another container. So, yeah. Okay, now this card comes with this little thin plastic sheet because the card is actually quite sticky. So you take that off, but look, it's stuck to my hand. But I like to put it back on just a little bit lower because I don't want my hand to get on the sticky part. and decrease the stickiness, I guess. And then I just kind of like work my way down. So we have this little tray. I might have to pause the video already because I think the garbage trucks are coming by. Okay, well, we'll see how far we can get. It's just this little plastic tray, and it has these ridges that you shake, and the diamonds can kind of like flip over because the diamonds are flat on the bottom and kind of like curved on the top. And you have this little plastic, it's like a stylus or a pen or something, but there's this metal piece, and there is some wax. You kind of like stab this. I don't know if you can see that, but I have stabbed it several times. You stab it and you get wax in the tip, and that lets you grab hold of the diamonds. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to start out with the hat, and I don't know if you can see, but it's the numbers 1, 3, and 15. So let's go ahead and start out with the ones. That's probably too many ones, but you can always put it back. But see, they just kind of like line up, and some of them are upside down, some of them are right side up. So just grab the ones that are right side up. See how that attaches? Isn't that cool? And you just put it on there. And this, that's very, very sticky. So that's kind of like why I like to keep this on here, because otherwise I'd have to detach it from my hand like a lot. Now, this is very relaxing when you have time to do it, but I don't have a lot of time, so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and make a video. Knock two things out at once, right? I don't know how, like, relaxing the video will be, or if there will be any, some of these don't stick. There will be any, like, ASMR triggers in it, but still, it'll be cool to see the finished result, right? I think. Usually I will listen to something on YouTube or listen to music or something while I'm doing this. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that we can talk about while I do the painting, but I can't really think of anything. I got this set for my birthday, and I think it came with like 8 cards, and as you can see, I've only done, this would be the 4th one. They're just very time consuming, so I'm thinking that I'm not going to be able to do all of the cards before Christmas, so I'll send out the ones that I have. But my mom, every year she gets, I think at Costco, although she may have gotten some from Sam's one year. But every year my mom goes to one of those, big warehouse stores. See, and you just shake it and they kind of like flip over. And sometimes they just don't want to come out. But yeah, every year my mom goes to one of those stores. I'm not sure which one. And she buys this box of cards, Christmas cards, and they're always just so beautiful, just gorgeous. I think I showed some of them last year on the channel, but she always just like takes out however many cards she needs to send out to her sisters and kids and stuff. And then the rest of the cards she gives to me, which is awesome. Okay, I think those are all the ones. So we gotta, I like to just scoot them all down at the bottom. And then I dump them back in their little section. Okay, oh gosh, I touched it. Next we have threes, which is also a red, but it's a slightly darker red. But anyway, yeah, so she gets this box of cards and then sends them, takes out however many cards she needs, and then she gives me the rest. Oh my gosh, and they are so, am I even getting this on right? I usually am like right up on top of the card. But I'm staying back a little so that you don't see my face, just the back of my head. But yeah, she always gives me the rest, and it's like, oh my gosh, these cards are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And I think, I'm not sure if it comes in like a box of 20 or 25 or maybe 30 or something. But every year, like, I get so excited because I get to look at the awesome cards and, pick out a different card for each person. And it's really cool because, it's really cool that she does that, because I send cards to everyone in my family, which is quite large, and then everyone in my husband's family, which is also quite large. So it's nice that I have a big variety to choose from. And then we always, if there are any extra left, which there's usually a few, my kids will give them to their teachers, and like neighbors and stuff like that. So but every year I have like maybe 3 or 4 left over from previous years, so eventually I'll just have my own little box of cards, right? Okay, I think that was, no, not all the 3. There's 3 more 3s. But yeah, so this last weekend, my mom usually comes over on Saturdays to see the kids and hang out, and she came over this last weekend. Let me put this back. What number are we on? We're on 15. Where are you, 15? What? 15? That can't be right. It says 15 is like a brown color. That's because there's 14 and there's 15. What? Why would there be brown on his hat like that? Why wouldn't? That's weird. Anyway, yeah, so she came over this weekend, and she gave me this year's box of cards, and oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. So I'm gonna have to make another video where I show you all the beautiful cards, because they're just gorgeous. So like 4 people are going to be getting, the diamond paintings, but everyone else will be getting the box of cards. And like, I'm telling you, this box of cards, if you've been to Costco or Sam's and seen them, they're like really, really pretty and highly detailed and stuff. Like, it's really cool. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna have to go ahead and make that video soon, because I want to mail out Christmas cards. Did I even get one? No. Yeah, this is weird. Why is that not red? Why is that brown? Huh. That's strange. does anybody send out Christmas cards? Because I feel like that's becoming less and less a thing. And I don't know why. I love getting things in the mail, you know? Okay, now we're going to work on the little bumple on the top of the hat. So we have 19, 13, and also, oh no, that's 16. Okay, so let's do 19 first. 19. I wish that I could find a diamond painting that is made out of like gems, you know, because I feel like those would be so much prettier, because these are kind of like, I don't know, they seem less diamondy to me, you know. I just think like maybe gems would be prettier. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love these cards, they're so cool. But I want more diamondy diamonds, if that makes sense. My hand keeps getting stuck over here. Oh my gosh. It's like, what is going on? Sometimes they stick and sometimes they don't. I did a diamond painting on the channel probably like maybe a year and a half ago. And it was this big one with like a tree or something. The leaves might have been falling off of it or something. I really like trees. And the diamond painting, it was like turquoise and browns and stuff. It was really pretty. And it took me, for real, 2 years. 2 years to complete, because it was quite large, and I timed myself. And each row, because I would do it by row, I wouldn't do it like this, you know, because it was a square. Oh wait, that's 13. This is 19. I feel like that's off. It was a big square. I think it was like 20 by 20 inches or something. And it was huge. So I did one video, I think, of that on the channel, doing like a neighborhood gossip or something while I was doing the painting. And let's see, we need 13. What? These seem strange. Like, this is like a cream color. Why would that be on? That's weird. Anyway, and it was so pretty. Oh no. There we go. I don't know if they're trying to like do shading with the diamonds, but it's looking odd. But I timed myself when I did this diamond painting, and each row took me 35 minutes. Why is this not coming off? 35 minutes, and I don't even know why is this. It's like something's off here. There's like not enough room for this one diamond. I'm like gonna have to scoot some of these other diamonds out of the way. That's weird. There's not enough room. But yeah, it took me a long time to do it. And that was like, I had it halfway done. And that was before I even started the channel. So I had much more free time, right? And I still, it was a lot. And it took me 2 2 years, I think, to finally complete it. And I got it so that I could hang it up in my bathroom. So I finished it, I don't know, sometime last year. And did I hang it up in my bathroom? No. Is this? Okay. Did I hang it up in my bathroom? No, I didn't. Why? Because it needed... Why won't this grab it? It needed a special frame, which I couldn't find anywhere. I can't remember if it was like 14 by 14, because it was like a perfect square. See, I need more 13s. It was a perfect square, and like, I didn't even think about it when I put it. I think my mom gave it to me for like Christmas, my birthday, or something like that. And I just got it because it was pretty, but I wasn't thinking about, oh, I'll never be able to find a frame for that. So I looked on Amazon, and they did have frames. But to get like a wooden frame, like a nice one for it, in that specific size was like $80 to $100. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. No. I just refused. And so I was like, well, I'm sure I'll get a frame eventually. So it was just sitting in my office, just flat, because, you know, you don't want to bend a diamond painting or anything. And it sat in my office for like a year. And then I was like, I have got to do something about this, because it just kept getting in the way and, you know, making me mad. Because, like, I don't know, it was really pretty, but why won't this grab it? I just couldn't find a frame for it, so I looked again on Amazon, and I did find a frame. It was a black plastic frame, which, I don't know, I don't really like plastic frames, but I wasn't going to pay $100 for a wooden frame, right? So I just bought it. I was like, whatever, nobody's going to judge me because of my plastic frame. So I bought it, and I finally... Why is this not... Maybe I need more of the wax. I bought it, and I think it was like 30 bucks, maybe, for a little crappy plastic frame. But it was because of the weird sizing that it cost so much, you know. So I finally hung it up, and it's very pretty. But then the light, I hung it up in my bathroom because it matches my bathroom perfectly. The light fixture in my bathroom, the light fixture is like this. It's like that, and then there are two light things that like hang down from it, and one of the light bulbs on the left side kept going out, and I'm like, what is going on? Why did the light keep going out? Because I kept replacing the light bulb like over and over again. And let's see, that was 13. Are we done with 13s? Well, we are for now. What do we need? We need 19, and 19 is white. I think I got one in that little section. Oh wow. But like, I would replace the light bulb, and then immediately, like a week later, it would burn out, and I'm like, what is going on? This is a brand new light bulb, and like, I use those light bulbs that last like, 20 years or something. I think it's like an 18-year light bulb or something, because I hate changing light bulbs. I hate it. Anyway, so yeah, I would change the light bulb out constantly. And I'm like, what is going on? So I had my husband check it out. He was like, I don't know, you know. He's like, it might be the connection in the back or something. But he couldn't really figure it out. So I called an electrician and had him come out, and he said that I don't want to say fuse, but I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about. I was just like, can you fix it or what? But it's like a 2 light bulb fixture thing. But this part of it, where the light bulb kept going out, the light bulbs weren't going out. It was something wrong with the connection. It went out. It was like bad. And I was like, well, can you replace it? He was like, well, if I replace it, I have to take the whole thing out because this one is connected to it. This one's not bad, but they're like a unit or something, right? We're doing 19. I don't want to forget what I'm doing here. But he was like, it's going to be hundreds of dollars to replace. And I was like, what? Okay, let me talk to my husband about this, right? And so I told my husband what he had said. And he was like, oh no, I can do that. I can fix it or whatever. So I was like, okay. So we needed to buy a whole new thing, right? And we went to, I think this was 19. Let's put that back. We went to Lowe's. What are we doing? 16. This is weird. It's like a cream color. Why is the hat cream? I don't know. Anyway, we went to Lowe's and I found this really pretty fixture. And I was like, oh yes, this is what I want. So we brought it home and my husband took the original one off. And is that 16? Yeah. He took the original one off and he was going to put the new one on, and he put it up there, and the little metal, like, you know how light fixtures attached to the wall, there's like this little metal plate or something, and then the lights kind of like hang off or hang up from it or whatever. Well, the fixture in the back was smaller than the one we had, and my bathroom walls are a really dark, like teal color. Not teal. I don't know. I don't know how to describe the wall, but it's very dark. And when I painted the bathroom, I did not take the fixture off to paint the wall behind it because, like, I didn't think that I would ever need to replace them, you know. And so there was this huge just chunk of white, or like whatever the base color of the house was when we bought it. And flip over. So I was like, oh no. I was like, I don't even remember the paint color that we used, you know, because I painted it like years ago. And I was like, oh no. So I was like, we're gonna have to take this back and find a different fixture. So he put the old fixture back on, the one that doesn't work with the light to the left. Let's see, are there any more? Is that 16? I don't know. 16 and 18 kind of looks the same. 16, where are you? Okay, now we're doing 18, which is another brown color. Oh, maybe we're done and we're like doing the face. Okay, so we're on 18 now. So he replaced it with the old fixture, and we went to Lowe's, and there was like only one option with a bigger back plate thing. I don't know why there was only one option like that. But yeah, so I went looking for it, because you know how like they have everything hung up on this wall in the sky. At least to me it's in the sky because I'm super short. Yeah, so we found it on the wall, and I was like, okay, that's the one. And it was actually prettier than the one that we had originally picked out. But did they have it? No, they're sold out. So I guess I just have to wait, or I could go to Home Depot or something. But like, I don't know. I really kind of like that one, and I hate going to other places because Lowe's is closer than Home Depot. So, what number is that? It's very hard to tell. Okay, 18. Yeah. That's why I'm usually like right on top of this, because the numbers are so small. But anyway, let's see. Oh, there's more 18 over there. So now I just have like this dimly lit bathroom downstairs, and the fixture that's out is on the left. Well, the picture is hanging on the left wall, so there's no like light shining on it. So I've got this beautiful diamond painting that is hanging on the wall that you can't even really tell the beauty because there's no light on it. So that sucks. I need one more of these, and I grabbed two. Oh well. But anyway, so yeah, kind of mad about that. And I really want that one picture, so I have to wait for it to come back in stock. Let's see, is that all of the 18? Yeah. But I'll get it eventually. I mean, it's not really that dark in the bathroom, so it's not that big of a deal. It just looks like we haven't changed the burned out light bulb. But it's okay. This is weird. It's making his face look odd. Oh, I almost put that on a 13. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Ramble, blah, 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 right? Let's see. What did I... This weekend, I started making desserts on Sunday. Like, on Sunday, my husband has off on Sunday. His days off are Sundays and Mondays, which is weird, but that's just how it works out. And so he only gets like one full day with the kids. So I always like cook a family dinner, because a lot of times the kids, they don't like the food that me and my husband eat, so I have to make 2 meals, and I'll make theirs earlier, and me and my husband will eat a little bit later. Come on, flip over. Oh my god, it doesn't want to flip. Oh my god, flip. That's one thing. And where did it go? Oh, sometimes I'll shake it too much and like it'll fly out of the little container. Oh my god, I grabbed it and then it flipped over. That's one thing that annoys me about these diamonds, is like they have a mind of their own sometimes. But yeah, anyway, let's see, 17. So I usually make a family dinner on Sunday, and we all sit at the dining room table and eat together. You know, the kids really like it when it's family dinner, whatever. And lately I've been making a dessert to go with family dinner, or my son or daughter will make the dessert. Yeah, right. They help, you know. Like, what's up with kids and stirring? Why can't kids stir correctly? Like, you wouldn't think that there would be a wrong way to stir. Give a kid a spoon and something to stir, and you'll learn real quick. How do you not know how to stir something? So they take turns, and then I stir. So it's like Emma will stir, David will stir, and then I will stir whatever it is that we're making, right? But I didn't know what to make this last time, so I was just looking for something on Pinterest, and I was like, I just want something easy to make. That was my stomach, if you heard it. I'm starting to get hungry. I just want something easy because I had a lot of stuff to do this weekend. And so I was looking on Pinterest, and I found this thing that only required 2 ingredients. I need more 13s. Like, I think we're coming to the little piece of paper part. I wish this was like tinted so I could see it better, you know? Okay, I think we got enough 13s, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't do more than one thing at a time. What was I talking about? Oh, okay, so I was looking at Pinterest, and I was like, I want to find something super easy, so I found this thing, and it was for, like, lemon bar cake or something, and my husband, I don't really like lemon flavored things, but my husband does. He really likes lemon stuff, and I'm just like, whatever. But I was like, well, I could make something that he would like. I can't remember what I made last week. I have no memory. I'm the worst at remembering anything. But anyway, it's the super simple recipe that only has 2 ingredients. And I've made something similar to it before. But you get a box of angel food cake. Why is this not? Okay. Yeah, you get a box of angel food cake. I think like Betty Crocker makes one. That was the only one that they had at my store. And you get a can of lemon pie filling. And you just stir the 2 together and put it in a pan. And then I think you heat the oven for like 350 degrees and cook it for about 37 minutes until it is golden brown. Why is this not coming off? Oh, because the plastic. I'm like trying to stab a non-sticky plastic thing. Oh gosh. So, yeah, you heat the oven for 350, cook it for 35 to 37 minutes until it's golden brown. That's what the recipe said. And then wait for it to completely cool, and then dust it with powdered sugar, and you have lemon cake bars. Okay, yes, it was super easy. But the kids, at first my son was like, yes, this is so good. And then he kind of stopped eating it, and he was like, yeah, I'm full. My daughter had one bite, and she was like, no, I do not like that. I liked it. And my husband loved it. But it's weird. Is there any more 13s? Yeah. It's a very weird consistency. Oh, my hand is sticking. Because it's like it's trying to be lemon pudding, but at the same time, it's like an angel food cake trying to be a cake. It's like two things trying to be something, and then they're just not. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's the weirdest thing. We need 19. The consistency, it's like a very dense, I don't want to say sponge cake, because sponge cake is like more airy. There's no air in here. It's a very dense kind of cake. But it is good. But it's like you can literally, like, whatever air is in there, you can crush it. Like, the cake can be like about this piece, but if you crush it, it would like crush down to like this. Like, it's like a sponge that is expanded, but just the slightest touch will, like, condense it down. It was very odd, but at the same time, it was delicious. And the recipe said that you could also do like blueberry pie filling or cherry pie filling, and I'm just like, I don't know about that, because I feel like the blueberry pie filling and the cherry pie filling have bits of fruit in it, and I don't know how that would go in the cake. Like it could go either way. I don't know. But yeah, it was alright, but the kids definitely never want that again. So I think next weekend I might make like brownies or something, because they absolutely love brownies. They go crazy for brownies. Which, I mean, who doesn't? I'm not even a huge chocolate lover, but brownies, that's a different story. It's like, there's this episode I used to watch a long time ago. I used to watch Family Guy. I think the show is still on now, but I don't watch it. I don't really watch TV like that anymore. I don't know. But, why is it not picking this up? Oh, what number are we on? 19. But there was this one little cut scene where Brian the dog had said something like, oh no, Lois didn't make brownies again. Or like, she was crying or something. I don't know what it was. And he was like, you didn't make brownies again, did you, Lois? And then it does this cut scene where she's like, you guys, the brownies are done. Like, she had been cooking it, and she yelled upstairs for the kids to come eat it, but they didn't come down fast enough, and she ended up eating the whole tray of brownies, and then she was crying about it. Right? Well, like, I could totally eat a whole tray of brownies, but then I would be so sick, and I'd probably be crying because my stomach would hurt. But it would be like, oh my god, is it worth it? Because brownies are the absolute best. Why is this not picking them up? How can is the wax part gone already? I think it might be. Normally, like, this little stylus pin thing is weird, because I've done multiple diamond painting things, and I've never had to replace the wax so many times. Like, what is going on? Why? I don't know, but it's just with this one kit. It's very odd. Let's see. This video is already 44 minutes long. See what I mean? We haven't even gotten that far. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, finish it, and then I'll show you the finished results. Oh my gosh. That literally took me about an hour to finish. Yikes. But this is what the finished product looks like. I guess they did try and do like shading. I think it's actually coming across better in the camera than it is in real life, because in real life up close it kind of looks odd, but the further away you get, the prettier it actually becomes. But it does say Merry Christmas, but it gets kind of tricky here with the R's. I don't know. I think it's pretty though. It doesn't really do much sparkly business, which I would have liked, but that's okay. What do you think? Do you like it? Very time consuming, but also very relaxing. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.